Hello everyone, Carlos Flores back on basics. So before we begin this video, don't forget to subscribe at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can get notified of any new videos that are coming on board. I think we're right around 185 videos. I have to double check. But again, all of these videos are going to be free to you. I'm going to skip over subscriptions. I know that some people monetize using subscriptions, but I'd rather you have access to these videos without paying. So again, if you have any topics that you want me to go over, put them in the comment section. Make sure that you put a question or a topic or something, right, that I can make a video on, and I'll give you my take on it. Also, like this video. This video is actually about two topics, two terms. Resiliency, which I have in my short videos that I just did, and adaptation. So we'll talk about both of them because they go hand in hand and they actually help you move forward. If you want to connect with me, you can connect with me on Facebook at Carlos Flores Jr., on Instagram at Back on Basics, and on X at Carlos Flores AFJR. Carlos Flores AFJR. So, resiliency and adaptation, to me, they go hand in hand. Because remember, we've been talking in previous videos about writing the positives and the negatives, right? Writing the ups, which are great, but then it goes down. That's the nature of, that's life, right? We're either at a peak where we're like, yes, or we're at a valley where we're like, man, I don't know what to do. And so resiliency and adaptation can get you in the here and now, can get you so that way you're able to adapt. You're able to ride through the two extremes, right? Negative and positive. So let's start with resiliency. And that's what I talked about in my two shorts, my Spanish and my English shorts. So resiliency is very important. Resiliency means that even when things are not going your way, you're still moving forward. It doesn't matter how much, you're still moving forward. If you can move half a step, you're moving forward. And you keep on doing that. And you keep on doing that. If you can do one step, you're moving forward. And again, you keep on doing that. You keep on doing that. If you can do at least, or the most three, right? And I've said the most three, then that's pretty good. Because that's the normal way of doing things. So, but again, if it's just half a step, if it's just 1/4 of a step, then you're moving forward. As long as you're moving forward, right, you're being resilient. Resiliency means that you have grit, that you have that mind capacity that in your mind you're saying, I'm not going to slow down. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on going forward because that's how I'm going to get to my goals. That's how I'm going to be successful. That's how I'm going to support not only myself, but those around me, right? As my support system supports me as well. So that's one of the things that you have to take into consideration whenever you're writing the ups and downs of life. It is what it is, right? And I mean, you can use resiliency when you're writing the highs, because at some point, you're going to be, your mind will get distorted because you think it's still positive, but it's not. It's on its way down. You have to be realistic. You have to be in the present for you to realize that celebration that you've done is no longer a celebration. Now it's dipping down. So in the other video, we talked about how to reduce both, right? Because you can celebrate. It doesn't have to go all the way up. You can still celebrate and celebrate with others, celebrate by yourself, celebrate like videos and everything. And so, but if you decrease just a little bit your celebration, you'll also know how to increase. So that way you won't have as as a very low lows. You don't want to have low lows. It slows you down. And then with the compounding effect of things stacking on top of each other, I mean, it's kind of like if you were, I've seen a cartoon in the newspapers many a times that that says before the wheel was invented. I mean, and so, or before the round wheel was invented. And so there's these carts that are being pulled by many people, and they're full of stuff, but the wheels are square. And guess what happens, right? To me, that's kind of like things holding you back, not utilizing your support system, not being in the here and now, because it is taking you longer. It's like if you don't do one thing and then the second thing comes on board and the third thing and the fourth thing, I mean, you'll feel, I don't think you'll feel down. Some of you will, and I know that sometimes I do, but it'll drag. And in your mind, your mind's not going to be able to be as resilient as you want to be, so that way you can move forward. And that's what I mean. If you get to that point, there's still hope. Because if you move 1/4 of a step, 1/2 of a step, one step, then you're moving forward. Remember, all you need to do is move forward, right? Objects in motion stay in motion. Remember physics. That's what I remember from physics. Objects in motion stay in motion. So if you keep on going, then you will stay in motion and you'll keep on going. And it doesn't matter if you get there to your goals a little bit later, because eventually the power of compounding in a positive way, you'll get to go faster and faster and faster. So that's resiliency. Adaptation, okay? Adaptation is course correcting, adapting, course correcting, so that way you can get there a little bit faster, so that way you can get there with less stress, so that way you can get there, so that way you're able to get there with the help from your support system. And that's what it is. Believe me, I've tried doing things by myself, and it takes twice or 3 times as longer than when I use my support system, when I talk to the people that I trust and that they're going to give me a realistic view on what I'm doing and how I'm going to get there. I think I can do things by myself, that's one of the things that I can't do all the time. I mean, I can do things by myself, and based on my experience and my education and everything, but not 100% of the times. And that's one of the things that I'm also practicing, just like you are practicing. I'm practicing because I want to be here and now in the present. And sometimes, I tend to waddle in what ifs, but I always bring myself back into the present. I always bring myself back into the here and now. And I always look to my support system and my village and the people that I trust, so that way I can ask questions and they'll be able to see it from their perspective, right? Their perspective, and give me an honest opinion of where I'm at, how I'm doing, and how can I get to where I want to get to. Again, biggest example, all my life I've been heavy. I mean, I don't remember how long, but it's most of my adult years I was pre-diabetic. I mean, I wasn't diabetic, but I was pre-diabetic, and I was close. I went on diets, and then I lost weight, but I gained it again, and then I got bigger. I told you in previous videos about a year and a half ago, I said to myself, I'm doing this consistently, and it's okay. Right? I went through the highs and the lows, and I'm still going through the highs and the lows. I started out at 265. Gone here, and I've gone here, and I've gone here, and I've gone here. But they've been consistently shortening. So that way I'm a little bit more consistent, and my weight is consistent, and that's great. I adapted some of the things that I do. I eat more salads, especially in the evening, so that way I can have fiber in my stomach processing everything. And honestly, so in the morning I can poop, right? I mean, you're getting rid of waste. I mean, might as well use the stuff that you do, so that way it can be easier for you to get rid of waste, right? That loses weight. I watch what I eat. Sometimes, I used to snack. I used to eat late. I mean, I used to have acid reflux as I was sleeping. I would gag on myself with the acid reflux. Since I started this consistently, I haven't done it. Knock on wood. I used to snore. Ever since I got consistently, I have not snore. And that's been told to me. So, I'm a lot healthier. I walk almost every day, as you can see in my shorts. I make sure that I'm doing something. As soon as I get up in the morning, I'm doing something hands-on. My grandfather taught me a lot of things, how to do hands-on things, because, he passed away in his 80s, but he lived a good life. I mean, he was always doing something. He was always busy. I mean, there's a documentary, and I don't remember which app it is, but there's a documentary on centennials. Centennials in Okinawa, centennials in Japan, centennials, and of course Japan is part of Okinawa. Okinawa is part of Japan, but centennials in Costa Rica, centennials in Nicaragua, centennials in El Salvador. I mean, these people have actually found how to live longer and healthier. They unlocked the secret of doing that. I mean, it's amazing, right? And adaptation is great, because after I adapted and I did the things that I did today, I'm 212 consistently. I was 218 last week, and then I made some adjustments, and then now I'm 212. Consistently, I'm going to get to 210. That's my next goal. And then my stretch goal is 200. I want to get there. I want to be healthy. I want to be able to, I'm not, my last physical, which was a few months ago, my pre-diabetic designation came off. It did. It came off. And it was great, because I felt like my body's changing. I'm more in tune with my body, but that's because I adapted a lot. So again, resiliency and adaptation are great, and they go together, because they help you get to your goals. They help you have that mind-body balance on a daily basis. Believe me, when you feel down, resiliency, half a step, adaptation. Adapt, so that way you can get to where you want to get to a little bit faster, a little bit easier, with support from your support system. So make sure that you're always thinking about resiliency and adaptation. Those are great words, and those are great things to do. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Remember, put a topic in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to do so. I mean, you don't have to personalize this. You just have to ask a question. Everybody has questions. Just ask. It's okay. I'd rather do videos. I want you to do that, so that way I can give you my take on them. Hit the like button about these videos. Adaptation, right, and resiliency. To combine, I mean, you could be unstoppable. I mean, it is what it is. It's riding the highs and lows of life. So, till next time, keep it coming. Thank you to the 137 subscribers. 137. Remember, 4.5 months ago, I started out with 4. Now we have 137. I get it. This is not this is not the topics that people are looking for right now. I get it. I know. I understand that this channel is going to build slowly, but you're here. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're here. To all of you that haven't subscribed or watched the videos, thank you. Think about subscribing so that way I know the things that the videos, because usually what I do once you subscribe, I actually look at your YouTube channel, or however you want to call it, and I look at some of the stuff that you like watching, and that gives me ideas as well. I'm not snooping. I just want to make sure that I'm prepared, so if you give me a topic, I'll be able to give it to you, so that I'll be able to give you the topic so that way it fits your needs. Remember, I'm a teacher, so I want to teach you. I want to give you everything. I have spent most of my life. I spent 40 years in education. I mean, taking classes, doing everything. I'm still going to do this. So I'm here. I'm part of your support system. So till next time, back on basics.